This is the OWrap. I am Davina. Here are the stories making headlines today. A 28-year-old man was gunned down in Mile Gully, Manchester on Sunday. The deceased has been identified as 28-year-old Kimarley Bryan. Reports are that about 7:25 p.m., Bryan was at his sister's shop when a gunman entered, ordered an item, and exited. The police say explosions were heard shortly after, and Bryan was seen suffering from a gunshot wound to his face. He was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Manchester has recorded 13 murders since the start of the year. Lessine Edwards, the former cop who was in 2013 sentenced to life in prison for the murder of his girlfriend Aldona Harris Vasquez in 2003, has had his conviction overturned by the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council. Harris Vasquez died on September 5, 2003, from a single gunshot wound to the head. Despite a suicide note being found near her body, the case had centered on whether Edwards, who was arrested and charged with her murder, fired the fatal shot or if it was self-inflicted. The Judicial Committee of the Privy Council, the final court of appeal in Jamaica, in delivering the judgment on Monday, said a substantial miscarriage of justice has occurred and that the conviction of Edwards cannot stand. A man was fatally shot during a confrontation with the St. Mary police on Monday morning, hours after he allegedly murdered a female shopkeeper in a Notabay in the parish. The deceased man has been identified as 25-year-old Frederick Palmer, otherwise called Sledge. It is alleged that Claudia Consing was shot in the head by Palmer on Sunday. He then made his escape. Hours later, Palmer was shot by the police during a confrontation. He later succumbed to his injuries.
And the Grammy goes to SOJA.
Most Jamaicans reacted with anger and disdain at the news that SOJA, a predominantly all-white reggae band, had won this year's Reggae Grammy with their album Beauty in the Silence. However, one industry expert, Dr. Dennis Howard, believes that the anger of Jamaicans is unjustified. According to Howard, the backlash is a knee-jerk reaction that has little bearing on the harsh realities that dictate the economics of world music, that Jamaica no longer has a monopoly on reggae music. Howard noted that SOJA's album is more in keeping with the US reggae scene and was labeled modern reggae. This was the band's third nomination. This has been the OWrap. Catch up with these and other stories on JamaicaObserver.com. I am Davina.